Hello, Game of Thrones fans, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lady Firesnow. We are here today waiting for episode 5, and Quaith is with me. Say hello, Quaith.
Hello, Quaith.
So we're going to rewatch the preview. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the preview that I did in slow motion because it's easier to hear you. I'm going to stop right at the beginning, matter of fact. Okay, I haven't put on the chat. Did you put on the chat yet?
No.
Okay. We can't do that beforehand. We have to wait until it starts, guys. So that's why you always see me doing that.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to see if anybody's here. If you're here with us today, we are really excited to talk about this preview and what's happening this next episode. We've got 2 episodes left. We've got episode 5 and episode 6. And episode 5 is supposed to be the really big episode. Even Emilia Clarke said it. Did you see that, Quaith, on
yes, I did.
Jimmy Kimmel? Was it Jimmy Kimmel?
Yes.
I forget. No,
yes.
There's 2 Jimmys.
Oh, who was it? I can't remember which one.
There's Jimmy Kimmel, and then there's Jimmy. Somebody will tell us, I'm sure. But it was the one I like more. I like them both, though. They're both good. But so anyway, she said it. Emilia Clarke said it. She was like, she was interviewed right after episode 3. And she was like, episode 4, 5, and 6 are really good. But she was like, especially episode 5. She's like, get the biggest TV you can get in front of. That's what she said.
Okay.
For episode 5.
Okay.
So that's this one. That's today. In an hour, right?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm excited.
Man, episode 5?
Episode 5. Yeah, last time you were like, come on, let's get it over with. And I'm starting to be like, oh, I want it to last a little bit longer, right? Yeah. So I want to start the first clip. The very first clip is Daenerys looking out the window, obviously at Dragonstone. And she looks, you said, Quaith, like she's mourning, right?
Yeah, it looks like she's mourning. You know, she's got her hair down. She does have braids, you know, in there. She has a long gown loose, you know.
Jimmy Fallon.
She's depressed. She's sad. I know. She doesn't look like what she needs. I think it looks like she's contemplating on what she needs to do.
Yeah, you know what? I forgot. Happy Mother's Day. Sorry. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. So sorry, I didn't say that right up front.
Mother's Day to my niece.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, my niece Bree's out there listening, and my nephews, Adrian, Jeremiah, CJ.
Yes, happy Mother's Day. So
happy Mother's Day.
So Quaith, I don't know if you're looking at chat, but we've got Rod Dammett's in the chat, Karen Mitchell's in the chat, KT's in the chat. If you
guys.
Yeah, guys, if you ever don't want me to say your last name, you can always tell me in the chat, and I'll be sure not to say it if you don't want me to. Hey, they're all saying hi to each other. So basically, yeah. So that's cool. So okay, so I'm sorry. Back to the first picture. I mean, she's wearing a big dress. It kind of is a little mysterious. I don't think I've seen her like that since she was like in Marine. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, she's at home. She's comfortable. She's depressed. You know, it could be her mourning, what they wear. You know, hair down. It could be how she does it. I mean, she just lost her best friend. She lost her dragon, her child. She doesn't know what to do.
I'm still holding out for the pregnancy. You know, or maybe a time jump, or it's either that or she lost Drogon. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I think. Let's see. We get some Happy Mother's Day in the chat. Same to you all. What up, Jade? Okay, Jade's in the house too. All right. So let's go to the next one. Let's see. Does anybody, if anybody has any thoughts, I actually zoomed in on it.
What do y'all think Tyrion's going to say? Is Tyrion going to sell out about Varys this scene? Is he just going to comfort her? And, you know, looks like he's walking cautiously.
Yeah, that looks. I was thinking that too. I was actually, like maybe he's going to tell her about Varys. That's a good one.
Either that or he's just going to calm her brain out, calm her mind. He's really scared
because it shows him up close right after that, right?
Yeah. You know, in the next scene, it shows him eyes looking sideways and walking timidly.
Right.
Yeah. Trying to read her, trying to get a feel on her.
I think so too. He's definitely looks. Well, they said that in this last episode, right? I think 2 people said you're scared of her. You know.
Oh yeah, Sansa said it. He's admitted it. I mean, Tyrion has been wrong with just about everything so far.
Yeah, they really made a mess out of his character. I really don't like that as much.
Real. He's making him real. He was always on it, on it, on it. I mean, he can't always be on it. We lose. That's how we learn in life. We make mistakes, you know.
But that's what we've always liked about this series is that it's real. You're gonna get the good and the bad of everybody. It's not. Yeah. So we're supposed to have a comeback character. I think. Have you heard that? Has anybody else heard that we're supposed to have a comeback character? Someone who died is supposed to come back.
Oh, Jorah, he died.
Well, and see, the thing is, I think everybody's either been burned, right? Everybody's either been burned. Melisandre like dwindled away, right, into nothingness. I guess she could be. I mean, the Lord of Light could bring anybody back, right? It's supposed to be like a risen, you know. It's like mocking religion, right?
Yeah. So who would he bring back? Yeah, he could bring her back if he wants to, but he doesn't have to. He's got the other red woman.
Unless we lose someone this episode and someone's risen this episode. Unless it happens like during this episode.
Oh, it could be Qyburn doing that whole thing with this, what is it, the scepter chick.
But who hasn't been either burned? There's Melisandre, and then everybody else was burned, right? Who hasn't? Melisandre.
He's been eaten up by dogs. I mean, who else died?
No, I mean recently. I mean like someone who died in this season.
Everyone's been burned.
Melisandre got her head cut off. They haven't shown that maybe they're going to start with burning her body.
No,
anybody have any thoughts? I don't see anybody in the chat, but it's really quiet about that. I guess Rhaegal. That's what I want to see. Rhaegal. Who said that? Karen. I want to see it be Rhaegal. I've been saying that. You think they're going to bring Kinvara back?
Interesting.
What do you think, Quake? Do you think that's crazy?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Wishful thinking.
It's been so like boring and I don't know. Just they need to do something to get us back in the game.
Arya as Lightbringer. I think that's what you meant, Lightbringer, right, KT? She said Arya as Lightbringer, like Arya's gonna die and then be brought back. I mean, that was your part of your theory.
Yeah,
Quaith.
I had said that.
Quaith had said that. We had thought it was gonna happen, right?
I really did. I really thought she was going to. Lord of Light could do anything. Yeah.
They did say that. I did see that. We saw that last episode, right? We talked about that on Thursday. Was they were talking about the Lord of Light. Who was it? Tyrion and Davos. That's who it was.
The early first conversation when the show started. That was early on. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember we had that conversation Thursday. I don't know if you guys watched it. We've got some movement in the chat. Let me see what they're saying.
Okay.
No, Littlefinger. She said Littlefinger. No, Littlefinger. Oh, like Arya being Littlefinger. That's what she means. I'd love to see that. That could be the comeback character.
Interesting. See, and you know what? Sansa feels like she's playing the Littlefinger role right now too, though. The way she's sitting back, kind of watching, doing what Littlefinger had said, the advice, watch your opponents, know what they're going to do before they do it, and, and she's been doing that all along. She kind of went back on John's word already, so she's already playing devil's advocate there, especially with John. Yeah,
so you got Sansa over here playing Littlefinger, and then you've got Arya that's going to King's Landing. I could see her definitely taking Littlefinger's face and using it to try to kill Cersei.
Sure, totally. Yeah.
I'd love to see that. I think that was KT that said that. Like Peter Baelish, yes. And then let me in the room, Mama. Jade, that's my daughter. She wants to be in there. No, you can't come in, Jade. Depends on if they mean back from the dead as in resurrected. KT's, oh, Mr. Beat it again. KT says, depends on if they mean back from the dead as in resurrected or just we'll see someone who has died. Very interesting.
Oh, Okay.
Like, will we see someone who has died, or will we see someone who's been someone will be resurrected? And then Karen says Arya as Littlefinger would be epic because Cersei probably doesn't know he's dead. Right. Well, I would think she would know that by now.
I would think so.
Little birds. She's got little birds in the too many little birds in the castle to not know that information. But if he appeared, she would never think it wasn't him. Like, she would never guess. I don't think she's ever heard about the Faceless Man. Now, if they bring that up early in the episode, that's what's going to happen. And then she's going to suspect or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But how ironic is it, though, that Jaime's going back? So the next clip was actually Cersei looking out the window, now that we're talking about Cersei.
Yeah, she's looking out the window.
Mm-hmm.
What is she looking at?
She's looking at the city. Or she's looking at the people that are probably about to get burned.
Do you think that she would use the green fire again?
Are we going to see some green fire? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to see some green fire? That's a good question.
If she gets trapped, she gets cornered.
I mean, speaking of the very next clip is them all standing outside of the gates and, outside of the battlements with Jon and Tyrion and Davos and all the men. So what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, come on now. There's a lot of people that survived the dead, which, where did they all come from? I mean, that's a lot of people that survived that great war. I don't know. Where were these? I guess.
Yeah, Karen says she hates her people. Yeah. She could. Arya could take Baelish's face, and that Cersei hates her people, right? I'm pretty sure that's what she means. She doesn't care about her people. Cersei doesn't care. She'll blow.
It's lined up on the wall. I see that now.
I don't know what she would benefit from blowing up the sept or blowing up her, unless she was, like you said, going to commit suicide, right?
Oh yeah, she's cornered. Yeah. I mean, I know it's not said or anything anywhere, but I mean, it's part of her character. And I mean, if the writers really want to go rogue from all that, they could put that in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Predictions. So, what's your one big thing you think is going to really happen this episode? What do you really expect to be like? We're definitely going to see this.
Well, if they're going to really move on to Dany and Jon's Dance of Dragons, because it really looks like they're going that way.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to do the same thing what they did with the Great War. They're going to kill off the Night Walker, get all that stuff done, and move on. So same thing here. Let's get this war done, kill Cersei or whatever, and next. And now it's going to be deciding all the politics of everything.
So you think this episode's going to be just defeating Cersei, and then the last episode just going to be politics? We're not going to have any more magic anymore.
I mean, I don't know if that's going to come into play because they are the magic. I mean, Dany and Jon are the magic. Jon's on borrowed time for the Lord of Light. Dany walks through fire. I mean, they got dragons. There's still magic to come with them. I mean, there could be, but I think they're just going to me, I think they're rushing everything. They're getting everything done, all the obstacles out of the way. I don't know if you would call Cersei an obstacle because she is part of the game. But I don't know.
I keep saying, though, that the story is not called the Lion and the Wolf or the Lion and the Dragon. It's called the Song of Ice and Fire. So ultimately, it's got to end with them, right? It's got to end it. Yeah. That's why you think the Dance of Dragons is coming, where they're going to end up. There's going to end up being another fight.
They're going that way. I mean, you see Dany getting mad. You see her turning true Targaryen like that,
right?
With the characteristics, they're setting it up like that. She's, unless the next scene where Tyrion's walking in, he's going to calm her down. She's going to be like, okay, I give up. I mean, what should I do? But I don't see her doing that. I mean, does anyone else see her doing that? So I think that this scene is going to be war, fight. Somebody gets the Valonqar theory. They kill Cersei off, either Jaime or any of those younger ones.
Anybody would fulfill it. Almost anybody would fulfill a Valonqar theory if you think about it. Because they're all the younger sibling except for Qyburn. I mean, he's the only. Who else could not? The Mountain. If the Mountain kills her, then that would not fulfill the Valonqar theory.
I think the big twist, like every show had the big, like, oh my gosh, which was one of the one with Bree getting knighted, I think that was awesome. That was a big, tearjerker, big moment. I think this big moment for this show might be the Golden Company turning on Cersei.
I hope so. I want to see that.
That's my prediction. I don't know. I think if Varys gets to his people quick enough, his little sparrows or birds, whatever he calls them, quick enough, and they hear the word, I think it might, which leads us to another scene where you see the Golden Company marching on the streets.
Right. I didn't get to that one yet. Yeah, let me get to that one. I'll go ahead. I like the bells.
Well, you know what? The next scene after that are the ships on the water. Does everybody see that? Has anyone seen that? It looks like way in the distance there's a dragon back there.
What? I didn't see that. Let me go back. Guys, we're going to wrap this up in like 10 minutes, guys, because it's Mother's Day, and we're going to watch the episode. Oh, crap.
And I mean, are we going to see the dragons, adolescent dragons come in? Are we going to get some of that?
I think we'll definitely get eggs, but I don't think it's going to be more dragons. I'd love for it to be more dragons, but
back there, but it looks like a dragon back there.
I'm going to take a look.
Show the footboats in the water. There's the veil, and then back in the corner, it looks like a dragon flying. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I'm gonna pause it again and take a look. It's the one with the ships, right?
Yeah, the veil's on the right side.
I see it. Is it a dragon?
It looks like a dragon. It looks like a green dragon.
It's not moving. It's not moving.
No, it's not moving. But then the next scene is Euron looking like, what the hell? I thought I killed you.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Maybe that's the resurrection. Coming back to life. The Lord of Light gave life back to him. I don't know.
Yeah, he did look scared, right? I saw that when
he's looking up at the sky like it can't be.
Like, what is that? Like, what the heck? Something shocked him. Right?
I killed you. Why are you still flying?
There was foreshadowing that the Golden Company could change alliances, Karen says. So she agreed with us on that. Because, yeah, I mean, there's supposed to be Blackfires, right, Karen? I think Karen read the books a long time ago, so I think she knows some of that history about the Blackfires. Let us know, Karen, when you catch up to us. I know we're about a minute behind. So the...
Dany on her throne.
Dany on her throne?
Do judgment on someone?
Right. Usually, right. They sit at their throne to either receive someone new or to pass judgment. What did you say? That's what I said in my preview.
Could that be Varys that she's going to pass judgment on?
Who's standing in front of her? It looks like...
two people. A little person and a tall person. Tyrion for sure. Oh, that looks like Jaime.
Is it Jaime?
That looks like Jaime.
I'm going to go back and look at it again. I don't remember. Karen said she didn't remember.
That's not Jaime. I don't know who that is. Maybe it's Strickland, the Golden Company leader.
It could be. And that does look like Tyrion. That does look like Tyrion on the left because he looks a lot shorter. A lot shorter.
That looks like Tyrion.
So that's Tyrion on the left, and you might be right. That might be the Golden Company. Maybe this is where he comes to see her, and he's like, "Is this true? Are you really Targaryens? We're gonna change sides." Maybe that's what that is. You think?
Game changer. I mean, they need to do something big. You know,
they got to do something.
And by the way, Emily Clark come to Houston, watch the Rockets. What?
Right? Did you see Amelia Clark came to see the Rockets?
Yeah.
Right? That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, everybody was like, she didn't you ask? Is she like dating someone?
Yeah, she was there holding somebody's arm. She was holding somebody's arm, but I can't recognize who that guy is.
He looked familiar, though. I wonder if anybody knows. Let us know in the chat if you guys know.
He looks like an actor. But yeah, that was really cool. And they did Clutch did a whole thing walking with the coffee cup. Clutch is the mascot over here for the Rockets. And he walking with the coffee cup.
Yes.
He sees her, drops the coffee cup, gets on his knees, and bends the knee to her. And they put the music on. And she was such a sport. She was all giddy and good player. Good person.
Yes, she is. I really like Amelia. You know,
Yeah.
I'd like to go see her when she comes to Houston. She's coming to the Comic-Con in Houston, but those tickets are expensive. So maybe one day we'll build this channel and
she was here this weekend, so that's awesome.
I'll be able to get funding to do things like that, you know?
So then they show, of course, Tyrion has that face like, oh my God, what's she going to say? Then they show the Gold Company marching, and there is a hooded man.
Yes.
Directly in the middle, guys.
I have it paused right at that part, and I noticed that. I paused it, and you said that the man with no name actually saw it first, right?
Yes, he did.
The man with no name, he saw it first.
And just casually said, "Oh, look, there's Jamie. He made it."
Yeah.
And I didn't snap because Jamie always has the hood on.
Right.
He has to because he's wanted there.
Right. He's wanted everywhere. Poor man.
Yeah.
Who thinks he's going to die? I want to know who thinks he's going to die. We've got some people watching, guys. I wonder if anybody can comment on who they think. Let's get it out there. Somebody tell us, who do you think is going to die this episode? Who's your number one pick of who you think is going to die, or what's the number one thing you think is going to happen? Quaith, you want to tell me? You want to go first?
I think Cersei might die, flee, or commit suicide. One of those, whatever, how she's going to do that. Jamie, he's one that's possible death. Grey Worm for sure.
So you're saying Cersei, Jamie, and Grey Worm. Those are your top three?
So. Those are my top three. Yeah.
I'm going to go for Cersei too, for sure. I think Cersei's going to lose it this episode. I'll be surprised if she makes it past this episode. That she's my number one for sure. But I think that's a more obvious one. Maybe we should pick a second. So you can definitely pick a second one, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really expecting to see maybe even Jon or Dany.
Oh, how about Hound?
Or maybe not.
Brother?
I think that'll be next episode when they die. I don't think either one of them are going to die this episode.
The Mountain.
The Mountain.
You don't think they're going to put that yet?
Yeah, I think they're going to kill the Mountain this episode. I'll go for that for sure. I'll go for Clegane all the way.
Okay.
Yeah, Clegane and the kill of the Mountain. That's for sure. I want to see that, and I expect to see that this episode. And if I didn't, I think I'd be disappointed. I hope not. Right? We've got 36 minutes until the episode starts, and by the time you see this, it'll be 35.
Showing Cersei's face really close up, and she looks like unsure.
So Karen says her pick is Jamie. She's picking Jamie, and Katie, she says Euron is her top pick. I like that one.
Absolutely. And
yes.
They're going to take him down.
Yes, I think he will come. He will go out down this episode. I'd like to see Jamie go down too. Honestly, I'd like to see some deaths. I don't want to see just one death. I want to see. I mean, I think we got a little bit cheat. I know we lost a lot of characters at the battle, but I really expect to lose some serious characters this episode. This is supposed to be a big episode.
I hope we do, and I really want to get on with the whole back to the Dance Dragons and bring all the fairy tale and all that stuff back. Fire and ice. Let's get this done.
Let's get it done. Sansa Stark. Sansa Stark says me. Thank you for joining us, Sansa. It's good to see you in the chat again. So she says me. You want to see Sansa die? I don't know. I don't see Sansa dying. Do you?
No, I don't see Sansa dying.
She's a strong character. I think she's going to be on top. Sansa is not going down. Are you kidding me? That girl, she's almost want to make me want to be her, that kind of Thrones.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been thinking about that, being a Sansa character.
The actress, what's the actress name? I can't think of her name. That plays Sansa.
She's Sophie Turner.
Sophie Turner. She's got her own X-Men movie coming out.
Yeah, she's got that Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? We've got to do like a movie night and then do like a talk about it kind of thing.
Yeah, they also have Tolkien movie coming out too.
Yeah.
About the story, how he came up with the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Sophie Turner's really been...
So that's going to be interesting too. Okay, we got to get this done.
Okay, so we got 4 minutes, guys. We're going to shut it down in 4 minutes. If there's anything you want to say, now's the time to say it. If you want to say, and then guys, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, guys, please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps grow the channel. That's important. Share this video with other people. And then come back. We're going to listen, right? We don't know how long this episode's going to be. They've been told us before, but those are all lies. The links of the episodes have been totally different than what they said. So whenever it ends, 30 minutes. We come back 30 minutes after it ends, and then we rewatch it. So you can rewatch it with us and get our reactions and kind of talk about what just happened. I'm sure we're going to be shocked. I'm sure that's how we felt after almost every episode, I think. It's been shocking.
I mean, some of the time it's been disappointed, but the next scene is the scorpion and then the clouds with the sun.
Okay.
And somebody had mentioned the strategy of history of flying in the sun, so that use that to their advantage where they can't see the dragons. Oh,
maybe that's what it is he couldn't see. He thought he killed him, but he didn't. It was just the, you know, the sun getting in their eyes.
No. I think he did kill him, but I think that's the strategy that Drogo is going to use, unless we're going to see more dragons. I don't know. But there is that scene where they show the scorpion in the preview right now, and then they show the sun, the clouds, and you can see the sun hidden behind there. And then you see Euron kind of like putting his hands over his eyes, like, I know I hear something, but I can't really see very well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so maybe either there's that strategy, because I think in the books before, that was one of the strategies of one of the Targaryen dragon riders, was they used that as a strategy.
Euron's not scared of dragons.
So that would be kind of interesting to see that, you know, Drogo doing that.
I think
Unless we're going to see adolescent dragons. I mean, I don't know.
I would love to see that. I would hope that we would get something like that, but I don't know. I'm not thinking we're going to see, like, I think if we get eggs, I think we'll be fortunate that that's what we get. I think that's what we're going to get. I think we're going to get eggs at the end. And I think Drogon probably will die. Maybe if he survives, then maybe they will shock us with some baby dragons all of a sudden, you know. But
Drogo's pretty smart. I think he's got his own war strategy going on. Remember, he is part of the Lord of Light, so Lord of Light's on his side.
Yeah, well, I hope you're right. This is one time I want to be wrong. Go ahead.
Just like the red woman walking in front of all the undead. Walk in front and, you know, get in the castle. Yeah. So I think there's going to be I do expect to see a lot of silliness, though.
You expect to see some silliness?
Yeah, like that can't happen. That's not real. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're going to think it's corny and I'm going to think it's great. That's usually how it works.
I'll be like, that's stupid. But it's exciting.
KT says movie club live chats. Is that like a shout out kind of thing? I'm not sure. Have you heard of that? Movie club live chats?
I don't know.
Maybe she's just saying saying hi or something. Okay, so thumbs up button, guys. See you 30 minutes after the episode. And I'm sorry, Quaid, I didn't want to cut you off. Was there anything else that you wanted to bring up from this preview before we watch episode 5?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, so
all right. Bye, nephews and nieces. Bye, Adrian, CJ, Adrian.
Thank you for joining me, Quaid. I'll see you after the episode, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm letting her go. And again, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share our channel, share our stuff. I've been putting out previews. I've been putting out notices for live chats or live streams. And we hope you join us. We want you to come back. We want you to tell us what you think about the episode, okay? Vozes vantas amazis. Winter is coming.